Welcome back as we continue our Hurricane Irma coverage. More people die after a storm than during a storm as new threats pop up in the aftermath. And joining us now is Dr. Kevin Sheeran, the director for the Florida Department of Health in Orange County. Thank you so much for joining us. You mentioned that one of your biggest concerns right now are foodborne illnesses.
When in doubt, throw it out.
Good advice. Yeah.
Right. If the power's out, throw it out. Refrigerated food, it's no longer good. The power's been out too long.
Okay.
That's simple.
Okay. I've heard some people say, oh, well, you have a good 6 hours in your refrigerator, or you can run your generator, and that should help.
When in doubt, throw it out.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with that line.
Yeah.
I'm sensing a theme now. Now, at the top of our newscast, we talked about 8 people in Brevard County suffering carbon monoxide poisoning because of generators. What do people need to know when dealing with generators?
Keep them away from the house. Anything that's near the vent or near the house, near the HVAC, the air conditioning system, it can cause carbon monoxide poisoning. It's silent, it's deadly.
All right, and another thing, we keep seeing images, not just here in Central Florida, but in Jacksonville. We've seen people who want to go out and survey their neighborhood, or they're in a home that's flooded. They're walking through the streets in the floodwaters. They're not wearing any flood gear. They're just dressed as they normally would be. How dangerous or how tainted is that water?
Well, super dangerous in 2 ways. One, that the water can be contaminated. 2, there can be live wires in there, right? We already lost a man in Winter Park who stepped on a live wire. So we have contamination of the water. Children should not be allowed to play in this water. People should not be going in there barefoot. They shouldn't be touching this water. If they do, they should wash thoroughly.
What sort of things can they contract from being in water like that?
E. coli, for one, any of the fecal contamination organisms. There can be, contamination from any animals that have pooped in the area that have now gotten into the water.
What sort of concerns do you have about our drinking water supply right now? I know from time to time we have boil water alerts.
Boil water alerts where the water pressure has dropped. So the water companies have already put out those boiled water alerts here in Central Florida. So people who are on boiled water, they know about this. Those alerts have already gone out.
You know, we saw a run of people trying to buy bottled water. And when my parents were growing up, they had hurricanes because I'm from South Carolina. Is there a way, they would just put some sort of bleach combination in the water?
That's right.
Is that, okay, tell us a little bit about that so people don't go nuts next time, because hurricane season is still here.
Right. So, you can put a very small part of bleach in a gallon of water and it will make it safe to drink. That's very true. You could take water out of the pool and put, small amounts of bleach in the water and it would be safe to drink.
Just regular bleach that you buy like at Publix?
That's right.
Doesn't seem like that should be safe.
Dropperfuls, not buckets of it.
Right.
Yes. But it is safe because people have did it for generations before now.
Right.
So, okay.
I know we touched on some of your biggest concerns. Any others that we may not be mentioning here that people should be aware about?
Right. Mosquito-borne disease. We're going to run into, the floodwaters. This Orla Vista area here in Orange County. There's a tremendous flood. There were 500 people that were rescued by the National Guard. So we have floodwaters here in Central Florida, Osceola County, many areas of Central Florida. We're worried about mosquito-borne disease that could follow. So people have to do that drain and cover thing. We could have mosquito-borne illness that could follow. So people have to do that.
Standing water and use some bug spray.
Yeah, which is so hard to do with everything everybody's got going on.
Dr. Sheeran, great information. We know we'll probably have to talk to you again at some point. Thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah.